Okay, anyway, so what I was saying about the Mark 19 that caught fire. Hold, please. So this is the Mark 19 grenade launcher. It's this thing. It's freaking huge. It's a belt-fed, fully automatic grenade launcher. You would think I would love this thing, except I don't. I actually really don't like the Mark 19. Because the bolt for the Mark 19 is the size of a loaf of bread and weighs about 10 pounds. I hate the Mark 19. It's garbage.
Could you say you were stumped?
Ah.
3 chew dinner ope.
I was stumped. No, it's not a piece of garbage. I just don't particularly like the Mark 19. Anyway, in the manual for the Mark, it's fun when it works. Yes, that is true. In the manual for the Mark 19, it specifically says, do not ever use CLP, which is cleaner, lubricant, and preservative. Do not ever use CLP in the Mark 19 machine gun. The only lubricant that is ever authorized for use in the Mark 19 is LSAT, which is lubricant, small arms, something. I forget what the T stands for. Anyway. It says that very specifically because if you put anything but LSAT into the Mark 19, it has a very high operating temperature, and it will catch fire. Somebody went out to the firing range and decided that the Mark 19, or someone went out to the firing range and decided that because they didn't have any LSAT, that CLP and 10-weight motor oil would be perfectly fine to use in a Mark 19, and then proceeded to fire several hundred rounds through it. And the Mark 19 caught fire and burned it to literally a crisp. The metal parts on the inside of it were actually warped because of how hot it got on the inside of it. That then brought me the charred, bent, and warped mass of parts and asked me to fix it, which I told them that it had to be coated out, which means sent back to the manufacturer and destroyed. And then they weren't happy with me because they ruined their machine gun. They were like, well, why can't you just fix it? Because it can't be fixed. The receiver is damaged. The thing with the serial number on it is damaged, and if the thing with the serial number on it is damaged, there ain't shit I can do. I have to send it back to the manufacturer and tell him shit's fucked. And then when they got really mad at me, I got really mad at them, and then my platoon sergeant had to stop me from trying to beat the shit out of them. Sorry, my squad leader, not my platoon sergeant. Motor oil, my favorite gun cleaning component. You see, you say that jokingly, but the M250 caliber machine gun actually works really well if you dump motor oil into it. Isn't there a low temp version of LSAT? There is a low temperature version of LSAT. I can't remember what it's called. We used to affectionately refer to the other version of LSAT as donkey jizz, because it looks absolutely disgusting when you get it in a bottle. Please tell me I tried to beat them with a charred gun. I would have, except that a Mark 19 weighs about 80 pounds, so. Donkey jizz? Yes. Oh, monkey jizz? Yeah, that's another name for it. Yep. Kind of like calling plumber's putty monkey shit? Yes. Have I ever messed with a DShK before? Funny story. I had to help go through a bunch of arms rooms.
Why do you know what donkey spunk looks like?
Do I know what donkey spunk looks like? I've seen documentaries. I've seen the Discovery Channel. Did I mention I was on lunch? Oh, God. Anyway, what was I saying? Gotta open my map. Because we need to get to the warehouse. So, oh, I should have refueled. Okay, well, we're at the garage, so we'll go back to the garage. This is fine. This can all be fixed. It's fine. All right. Anyway, I had to help do inventory on a bunch of arms rooms. I don't know why they picked me, because it was basically myself and then a bunch of it was myself, the command sergeant major, a bunch of high-ranking officers going through arms rooms, making sure that all of their paperwork was in order. I don't know why I needed to be there. Anyway, I was there. So I'm helping going through arms rooms.
Look, another resubscriber.
Thank you very much for subscribing, Razzle Rose. Oh, 1968 Jeep Wrangler, that's a cute emote. I'm helping go through arms rooms. And in one of the arms rooms, man, it was so disorganized. It was a complete shit show. There was weapons that they didn't have listed on any inventory books. There was stuff that they had. Ooh, yes, they have subscribed for an entire year. There was just a bunch of random parts that they shouldn't have had. And I'm like going through and looking at stuff, and I find the top cover for something, and I'm like, this top cover is absolutely massive. This is a top cover for a DShK Russian anti-aircraft machine gun. Or not anti-aircraft, but a Russian heavy machine gun. Why? Why do you have this? And they were like, I don't even know what that is. That was just always been here. I was so confused as to why they had a bunch of parts for a DShK machine gun. But yes, it basically was the arms room of doom, i.e. it will be...
Trying to imagine David Attenborough describe Donkey Spunk makes me giggle.
Good lord. Actually, yeah, hang on a second. Let's see something really quick. If I could spell lubricant correctly. Let's see. Why are there no images of LSAT? Alright, I guess we'll just do LSA. Yeah, this is one of the ones that we when it comes in like giant bottles. When it comes in giant bottles, it's very sus looking. Am I actually autistic? Yes. Forbidden milk? Yeah. I could see that. But yes, so basically when you get it in giant bottles, it's very suspicious looking. It has a tendency to... You're supposed to shake well before you use LSA, primarily because it, like, separates into two components. It separates into two components when it sits for a while.